Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. We are back in the van and back on the road and back down to Newcastle. We're actually meeting friends this week. They've got. We were originally planning on staying in a kind of country cottage, but it all got booked up. So we've come down in the van and they're staying in a little B&B or whatever.
It was going to be my one time of getting away and having an indoor bathroom. Not to be.
Not to be. So I'm not sure how much we'll record over the next couple of days. We'll probably drop in a few bits and pieces, but we're hoping maybe to have a bit of time to ourselves on Thursday and then maybe get away again next week as well. So I guess that's about it now. Actually, no, I was just about to say great minds think alike. But first up,
we're back on the tasty food.
Donuts.
Highly recommend these donuts.
Yes. And we actually ended up having to get gas. Has anyone else noticed that LPG stations are now few and far between, even fewer far between than before? In today's LPG station, you kind of, for everyone with LPG, you kind of twist it on, twist it off. Well, I twisted it on and it wasn't on properly. I hit the gun and it came off like a shotgun. You took my ribs out. So we're all gassed up, we're all watered up. And that's the other thing as well I love about being in the van. Whenever you get a man of simple pleasures, get all the water bunts filled, get the gas filled, get the cupboards filled, and it's just like, you know what, we can be off grid now for a while. So
it takes a while though to get used to being back in the van. I find everything feels like so confined again. You're like this.
Sorry about that. I shall shove you over.
The amount of stuff we've got for like 3 days away, it's incredible.
The amount of stuff she has. I've got like one pair of pants inside and out.
And we always forget something, and this time it's the bin bags. So.
Yes. Right, well, we're going to go off and enjoy a donut. We're about halfway down to Newcastle.
And we're about an hour away from lunch, so
yes.
It'll be a donut stop followed by a lunch stop, I think.
Hey, we're growing boys. Right, catch you in a bit.
I know my hair's short, but I'm not a boy.
Oh, well, out for a little bit of a dander. I'm just going for a little walk around the base of some of the Mourne Mountains with friends, so, and their dogs. That's probably what you could hear earlier. But absolutely stunning views. Now I know it's not going to come out on the GoPro, so I'll overlay some iPhone footage. But just beautiful.
I'm doing my own little picturing. What do you call it, is it? Photography.
There you go. She's married to a photographer. No, she's not. She's married to a picturer. Gorgeous though. And this is why I want to live by the coast, but also easy access to the mountains as well. So, just beautiful. But yeah, so we're just out for a little bit of a dander. And thankfully so far, I had my second COVID jab yesterday. And so far, apart from feeling a little bit tired, none too shabby. So, and of course, glorious weather as well, which is like what it's always like in Northern Ireland, isn't it? Right, we shall wander on. So we've now reached what's called the Granite Quarry. And it's, well, the sun's just gone in, so it's all quite subdued colour. Apart from, you can probably just make out Nicola in her psychedelic, yes. You don't have to wave, we can see you. Actually, this car almost fell over there. Yeah, so this is what's called the Granite Quarry. And Nicola's just reminded me that she's never been here. Yeah, you could have just walked around the way I walked, but I mean, she's not only psychedelic in her top half, but she's also psychedelic in her bottom half.
It's so you don't lose me.
We do but try. So yeah, the Granite Quarry, just beautiful.
What's it called?
The Granite Quarry.
Oh, is it?
Right, I'm going to put you away before I appear to be following you in this treacherous journey now.
I would not do that.
Nope, I'm going back. There she goes. Did you really just say crumbs? Where are we? The 1980s? Right. Let's dander on. good morning. Absolutely beautiful morning this morning. It's only about 5:30, which is why the place is looking quite empty. Some cracking clouds rolling in over the moors. And one of the reasons why, I've said this before, I love being away in the van is just stepping out into lovely areas, and yeah, Newcastle ticks that box with the backdrop of the moors and the sea behind me. Beautiful. It's one of the reasons why parking in Little Air, don't get me wrong, we love to park in nature, but the Little Air is perfect. You know, there is easy access to amenities, nice and quiet, and it puts you on the doorstep to exploring the moorings and things like that. So, and actually it's funny, I know Portugal announced a whole raft of changes with, you know, van life. But then you look at how many free official airs there are in Portugal, and you think, okay, you might not be able to go and park out in the wilds, and I know some people class that as a bad thing, which, you know, each to their own. But if I can park in an area that has facilities, and it also puts me within shooting distance of a national park or a phenomenal beach, or, you know, somewhere to go photograph, then happy days. So there you go. Early morning thought, and I haven't even had a coffee yet. I'm just going to wander up the prom here and generally take in the morning ambience. Right, catch up at a bit. Oh yeah, and yeah, no chance of Nicola appearing at this time of the morning. I'll have to put kind of zombie subtitles up. See you in a bit. Well, good morning again, folks. A couple of hours after I last spoke to you, and what I didn't reveal in the last little bit was someone was a little bit hungover, but she's actually recovered remarkably well.
Wasn't hungover, it was a chicken burger.
Yeah, that's what she said to me at like 6:30 this morning. I think it was a dodgy chicken burger or something. So we just parked up now at the Little Air again in Newcastle, but we're going to move out of here. They have a 12-hour limit, and I think that's only during the day. But what we normally do is we normally leave here. We're going to head up. Well, Nicola's got a bit of work to do, so we're going to head round to Donard Car Park, and then later on head back up into Tullymore and go for a bit of a dander. I had the best pan o' raisin known to man. It was just fresh out of the oven, and it was...
Did you get a picture?
Stunning. I did, actually.
Oh.
And it was beautiful. Right.
And he didn't think that his poor suffering wife back in the van would like something to eat, you know. What can I say?
The last thing she needed was fed. She needed put down, that's what she needed. Well, good morning. Glorious weather.
Absolutely stunning.
Really, really mild. The last few days it's been... What's that furry thing?
Oh, I think it's a hat.
Oh, I thought it was some kind of nesting bird. Anyway, so we're going to head up. We're at Bloody Bridge, and Nicola's still, even though she's probably going to have to stop it next week because she's going to Cambridge, she's still doing her dips. And rather than going into sort of murky Newcastle tide, I thought I would take her a little bit up the Bloody Bridge path, and we go and dip up there.
He assures me it's warmer than the sea, but I'm not convinced.
I've never been in.
No.
That
But
or
he's
the
going to
sea.
come in today,
Mhm.
aren't you? He promised. That was the whole point.
Anyway, let's take a dander up. And here we are, we have arrived at our little wild swim spot.
Looks a bit deep.
And cold.
I'm not a very good swimmer.
Let's get in there, I guess. Ooh. Oh. Freezing cold. Ooh. That is my first time in cold water in a while. Well over a couple of years probably, and it doubles as two things. Doubles as a bit of a shower as well, I guess, so I might even go back in. Alright guys, well that's our swim over and we're back down in Newcastle. Someone's just been around the shops for a little bit and we're now going to head back up to Cumber. It's my dad's birthday and see him for an hour before heading back up to Portrush, where we're pretty sure it's going to be mobbed.
Absolutely.
So, not buy anything, no?
No, I was very good.
Good for you. And it's also, unlike this morning when we were sitting at the dip and it was lovely, that wind has got up a little bit.
It's really
so
quite cold now, actually.
quite cold. Right. Well, once again, thanks a lot for following along. And until next time, take care.
Bye. I hate saying goodbye.
See you later. Bye-bye.